Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl May, your favorite book baddie with a chronic illness, and if I'm not your favorite, I will be. As you can see, I am up to my ears in books. Let's do a Black Romance Book Fest haul. It's been a little over a month since I went, so let's knock it down. Show you everything I got. I may have gone just a little overboard, but mind your business. I pay my bills, not you. For starters, let's start with the freebie that came in my goodie bag. We got J.J. McAvoy's Aphrodite and the Duke. I believe this is kind of like Bridgerton but make it black. So that was the freebie that came in my bag. And then before I get into all of my books, let's get into some of my vendor pickups. I did stop at Out of Print and I got just a few things. I got my exclusive BRBF Poppy. See if we can focus that. There we go. Got that. And then I stopped at another vendor and I picked up this Poppy because I thought she was so cute. This is what she looks like. I love that. She's super cute. I do have to get a magnetic base for this one because it's just the standard sticky on the back. But I got that. I got some stickers, but I also picked up 2 notebooks. Let me show y'all those. First, it's this small one, real flimsy, but it's very portable, really cute. I can put this inside of those leather-bound wraparound journals. But then I also picked up a large spiral-bound notebook that says Me Time, really cute. And I picked this up from the same vendor that I picked up the Poppy. I also got a few other things from Shop Out of Print, but those are already on my Curves tote. So if you want to see those, you would have to pop over to my TikTok. And then I also won a free tote bag from them while I was in line. It did a giveaway, and I was one of the first people to answer the question. So I got this big mamma jamma. Ooh, hold on. And it says Litnick with some graffiti and some black art on it. So it said Litnick ATO, which was an event they hosted after BRBF. So Big Mama hasn't made her debut at the farmer's market just yet, but don't worry. She's gonna hold everything that I need. So those were the vendor pickups that I did. And then this hat, actually, I got this when I was at Booknick in Dallas. And they are really dope. They were actually there, the vendors. I can't think of the name right now. Oh my God, it's gonna bother me. I'm gonna link them as well. So I got this from them as well as a tee from Booknick. But shop the merch. Y'all gotta go cop it. And then I went to Miss Author Lady line on Friday and I got my goodies. So we can start with Miss Author Lady. First and foremost, I got my Delco trucking shirts. On the back, it says, if your delivery goes left, we're bringing it back right. So I thought that was super cute. I don't know when I'm gonna wear that, but it's gonna get worn. And then let's go through the stack. We got Big Capo himself, Capone 1 through 3. Then you got Cappy Capadonna 1 through 3. Then you got Big Mama Pre herself. Then you got Simi Jimmy 1 through 3. If you didn't know, baby, I was spending big dollars like I was moving and shaking, baby. I was spending coins at the book festival, and I'm not ashamed of it. So don't judge me. And then also, I put it in this little pouch that Casey Mills gave me with some other freebies from her order, but I got a bunch of the stickers, so got those. And then I got our Caselli boys. You got Menace and you got Big Don. And of course, all of them did come with the bookmark. And they're signed by Big Mama herself. And then Heart of a Goon. And y'all, I didn't realize this until I got home, but there's this, if you see it, it's a reflective line across Goon's face. I don't know, it bothers me a little bit, but I know this was a once in a lifetime thing. So that is my Jaquel haul. Let's start with another one of my favorites that I picked up. Finally Famous by Lady Nisha. I am so glad that I was able to pick up this special edition. Baby, Saturday, that line was way too long, but on Sunday, I did get my ADA accommodations. Shout out to the BRBF team for pivoting as quickly as they did, but I was able to get in there with no line and no hassle. So thank y'all to the BRBF team again. I really appreciate how y'all were able to accommodate those who needed it. And I'll be seeing y'all again next year, God willing. As long as my fingers is quick enough to get them tickets in August, I'll be in that building. But yes, we got the special edition of Finally Famous. Then I stepped over to a Blossoms table. We got Booked Boyfriends and Bad Decisions. El Kaysen, Miss Mamas, I have tried to reach out to you through DM. I don't know how to get in contact with you and your team, but when I stopped over at your table, I saw you were signing copies and you handed the books that I purchased, I guess along with a few additionals on the bottom, and your assistant, I think, she handed me a bigger stack. And at the time, it was so much going on, I didn't realize it, but when I got home, I realized there were 3 additional copies of The Beauty of the Street Love 2 in my bag. So I'm trying to get those back to you. Please reach out to me so I know how to get it to you. I am in Texas, so just let me know. But I picked up Beauty of the Street Love 1 through 3. I already got Demon's Dream. I don't need that right now. And I got the OG cover. Shout out to Ms. Z Renee. I did pick up the series with Truth. Shout out to the team. So When He's Not There, The Right Way, and then Here Forever. So those 3 are picked up to complete that series. I popped over to Lady Marie's table because I needed to get Cinnamon and Golds. If you aren't familiar, get familiar. It's a good, messy, nasty novella for Thanksgiving. So I picked up the special edition cover with our good sis on the cover. Let me see if I can do a close-up. And then I'm like, what else you got on your table? Tell me what I need to know. So she ran down a few tropes of this book. I said, stop right there. Give it to me. I don't need to know nothing else. And I got Slay the Night. This is a holiday novella. So I am excited to get into this. She told me it was a little messy. It's a little nasty. So let's see what that's hitting on. And you'll actually catch it featured this month in my Christmas in July series. So stay tuned. Then we popped over to Nina High's table. I got a nice little stack from sis. So I got a bunch of holiday shorts. So you got There's No One Else. This one wasn't a holiday novella. She just told me it was a one-night stand, I think. But this one's Just Keep Driving. Really pretty cover as well. Then this one was I'll Be Yours. Then you got This Might Be Real. And last but not least, Booed Up. And I thought those titles were super cute. And then I also picked up Love Under Contract. This one is just like a standard book. Those were cute little holiday shorts. And this is a Marriage of Convenience. I eat Marriage of Convenience up every time. Enemies to Lovers, Marriage of Convenience, baby, sign me up every single time. I need it, all of it. Put it on my table. I'm gonna buy it. Then when I popped over to Ms. Danielle Brooks' table, I wanted to get, I can't think of the name of it, but the Fireman series. I wanted that so bad, but it wasn't on her table. I think y'all sold my good sis out before I made it there. But I was still able to pick up this F1 Romance, which I thought was really cute. And she did sign it for me. And this one is Hearts at Turn 1. The cover is super adorable. And I haven't read an F1 Romance yet. So I'm really intrigued to know how this is going to go. I do love a good sports romance though. Over to CCJ. I was so excited to make my purchase. Baby, I did do a pre-order for her. So that line was a little shorter than her standing line to meet and take pictures with her. I'll have to catch her at another event because I could not do it. I couldn't stand in that line. I love you down, CCJ. And I'm gonna catch you at the next one. Anyway, let's get to her books. Let's knock them down. So you got the omnibus of the After Dark series, which is the Black Brother trilogy. If you are not familiar, get familiar. Black vampires. I don't need to say no more. But you got the omnibus for the After Dark series. Cover is really sexy. I like it. A little mysterious. Then you got Death Not a Thing, Hostile Takeover. If you know, you know. Ate this one up. Then you got Annie Up. You got Anonymous Acts, and last but not least, Private Agenda. Her covers are so cool to me. I like that they're not just like this typical glossy boy and girl on the cover or anything like that. I don't know. It's kind of like a mosaic. Let's head over to Casey Mills. We got another series. You got Shadows and Whispers, Dawning and Resurgence, and then you got Emergence and Ascendance. And then, of course, I had to pick up Only for Me. This was such a good read, and I'm typically not the biggest fan of a secret baby trope. I ate this up. After that, I picked up The Huntsman by Naima Simone. I love those red edges. It's very nice. I'm God's favorite, I know. Shout out to Shay Sanders. I was able to snag the original cover of The Last Man on Earth. Yay me. I wasn't able to snag Joliet at Release's table, but I did still get to meet her, and she signed the copy that I picked up at her table of At the End of It All. This looks so little in my hand. Hold on. So I got that from her. And then I did pick up Score from Kennedy Ryan. I didn't get in her line because her line was way too long. And again, I couldn't handle that. So I did pop over to one of the vendors and they had the signed copies. And I don't know if that was her bookstore that was there, but this is the Harlem exclusive edition. So you have this image in the front, as well as this image in the back. So I thought that was super cute and I needed it. So I picked it up. Then I went over to Taj McCoy's table and I picked up Savvy Sheldon Feels Good as Hell. And she also gave me the recipe for the strawberry tiramisu. I told her, I'm gonna DM you when I make that. Let you know how the crowd feels about it. I also picked up The Dating Prohibition. Her covers are always so cutesy. I love them. And then last but not least, I did hit up Bree Sade's table and she ran out actually at the event. So she told me to put my name down on the list and she would mail them to me, which I found to be very convenient. Shout out to you. So of course I got the pre-series. You got Priest, The Wedding, and then Prince. And that's everything that I got at BRBF. I am still waiting on my order from M. Monique. So I know that she ran into some shipping difficulties with getting some orders there. And she's been sending out pretty good updates. So I'm just waiting on my tracking information to hit my line. But I'll show y'all those when they come in. But thank y'all for watching. Love you. Bye.